Three-row crossovers aren't the vehicles that will save the planet or encourage spirited mountain driving. They're the answer for buyers who have a lot of kids and, subsequently, a never-expanding pile of stuff, but don't want to live with the power-sliding doors of a minivan. The charming aspect of a three-row SUV is that it can hold up to 8 passengers, carry all the hockey or football equipment high schoolers have thrown at it, and still offer better fuel economy than full-size SUV counterparts such as the Chevrolet Suburban or Ford Expedition. We've ranked the current available midsize crossovers and SUVs. Let's see what they are. Toyota 4Runner. It's been more than a decade since the Toyota 4Runner was given a major update. No surprise then that its rugged body-on-frame chassis and 5-speed automatic transmission are old school. Seating for 5 comes standard, but a 2-person third row is optional. The 270 horsepower V6 that's in every 4Runner is a reliable workhorse, but it's also a thirsty one with an EPA estimated 16 mpg in the city and 19 mpg on the highway. The GMC Acadia. The GMC Acadia blends the line between luxury and mainstream. The 3-row midsize SUV relies on either a 228 horsepower turbocharged 4-cylinder or a 310 horsepower V6 for motivation. Both engines pair with a 9-speed automatic. No CVT here, folks. The Acadia is on the smaller end of the segment, a plus for families that need more room in the garage for the kids' bikes. Unfortunately, this means the Acadia is among the least spacious 3-row SUVs out there from a mainstream automotive brand. So like this video, sign up for this channel, it motivates me to make new content. The Chevrolet Traverse. The Chevrolet Traverse is among the largest SUVs in its segment, which makes it a prime candidate for those who care more about overall space than just about anything else. The only powertrain is a 310 horsepower 3.6-liter V6 engine, which pushes power to the drive wheels by way of a 9-speed automatic transmission. Despite its size, the Traverse still managed to achieve 27 mpg on our 75 miles per hour highway fuel economy test. Subaru Ascent. If you've outgrown the Forester and Outback, then you may want to take a look at the Subaru Ascent. The big Subi benefits from an update for 2023 that brings a more distinct design to this 3-row SUV. Tech junkies will also be pleased to know that wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto are standard across the line, as is an 11.6-inch touchscreen infotainment setup. Power comes courtesy of a turbocharged flat-4 engine, just like lower-level Porsche 718 models. Instead, Subaru employs a CVT to push the engine's 260 horsepower to the Ascent's standard all-wheel drive system. Though the Ascent is far from a penalty box, the 3-row SUV lacks the polish that makes this segment's top-ranked model so sought after. Volkswagen Atlas. The Volkswagen Atlas retires its available narrow-angle 276 horsepower V6 following the 2023 model year. Instead, the 2024 Atlas welcomes a turbocharged 4-cylinder engine under its hood that pushes out 269 horsepower, 34 more horses than the 2023 model standard 2.0-liter 4. Unless you love the growl of the Atlas's V6 or you want your own 3-row VW SUV as SAP, you're likely better off waiting for next year's model. Nevertheless, those who opt for the 2023 Atlas won't be disappointed. Though the Atlas lacks the verve and driving engagement of segment leaders such as the Mazda CX-9 or Honda Pilot, the Volkswagen still packs its perks. For one, there's plenty of space within the cabin of this 3-row model, easy-to-use infotainment and climate control systems, as well as a handsome, if somewhat boring, exterior design are added draws. Still, the chintzy interior is a constant reminder that the Atlas is a mainstream 3-row SUV and not a luxury one. Dodge Durango. The Dodge Durango is essentially a 3-row muscle car, and the return of the 710 horsepower SRT Hellcat for 2023 serves to further drive this point home. No matter what's under its hood though, the Durango offers solid handling with a comfy ride. An 8.4-inch touchscreen with Apple CarPlay and Android Auto comes standard. A 10.1-inch screen is optional. The third row is decently roomy and allows the Durango to seat 7. Though we prefer the extra muscle of the 360 and 475 horsepower, naturally aspirated V8s that come standard in the RT and SRT 392 trims, respectively, even the base V6 offers enough grunt to move the Durango with reasonable gusto. Ford Explorer. The Ford Explorer is a smooth-riding three-row with solid powertrain options. A 300 horsepower 2.3-liter inline-4 engine and 10-speed automatic are standard. If that's not enough, the 400 horsepower twin-turbo V6 is the Explorer ST model rockets the SUV to 60 miles per hour in 5.2 seconds. A hybrid powertrain is also available. Other three-row SUVs simply offer more features and nice interiors for the same amount of money. Toyota Highlander. The Toyota Highlander ditches the V6 for 2023. In its place sits a turbocharged four-cylinder engine that makes 265 horsepower and 310 pound-feet of torque. A gasoline-electric hybrid powertrain remains available and pairs car-like fuel economy with reasonable power. Though we like its ergonomic dashboard design and comfortable ride, we remain unimpressed with the Highlander's interior space. Its third row is tight and cargo space behind it's minimal. Fortunately, the bigger 2024 Toyota Grand Highlander ought to provide solace to Toyota fans looking for a midsize SUV with an adult-sized third row. Nissan Pathfinder. The Nissan Pathfinder is a jack of many trades for a master of none. Its attractive styling, ergonomic interior design, and reasonable price makes it a strong contender on paper. Yet, chintzy interior materials, a middling driving experience, and the coarse V6 engine continue to hold the Pathfinder back from truly going toe-to-toe with segment leaders. Mazda CX-9. If not for its undersized third row, the Mazda CX-9 may have placed even higher in our rankings. This is a driver's three-row midsize SUV, and its relatively tossable handling and competent controls make the CX-9 a joy to drive. High-end materials complement the interior's attractive design, the combination of which makes the CX-9 feel like a bona fide luxury SUV. Like many vehicles in the segment, a turbocharged four-cylinder engine powers this three-row midsize model. Honda Pilot. Honda redesigns the Pilot for 2023, bringing powertrain improvements, a more macho design, and modern tech to the three-row SUV. Those who dabble in light off-roading would gravitate toward the trail sport trim that brings extra off-pavement capability to this people mover. Kia Sorento. The Kia Sorento offers a variety of powertrain options, from a naturally aspired four-cylinder engine to a 281 horsepower turbocharged 4. There are also gasoline electric hybrid and plug-in hybrid options. Regardless, all Sorento trims feature cabins with rich materials, attractive design details, and plenty of storage nooks. The Sorento is on the smaller end of the segment, and its third row may leave some buyers wanting. Fortunately, Kia also offers the bigger Telluride SUV and Carnival minivan for those in need of additional space. Jeep Grand Cherokee L. Jeep's latest Grand Cherokee comes in two forms: two-row Grand Cherokee and three-row Grand Cherokee L. The latter doesn't just offer more seats, it also adds more space courtesy of its larger wheelbase and size. The rumble from the SUV's available 5.7-liter V8 is unlike anything else in the segment, save for the Durango, though the standard V6 is no sleepyhead either. Available air springs afford the Grand Cherokee L up to 10.3 inches of ground clearance, something that ought to appeal to three-row midsize SUV buyers who prioritize off-pavement performance. Hyundai Palisade. The Hyundai Palisade is the Kia Telluride's fraternal twin, sharing a platform, powertrain, and suspension, but its looks, inside and out, are where the two are most different. We think the Telluride has an advantage where looks are concerned, but the Palisade is still the next best choice if your local Kia dealership is out of stock. So, which three-row crossover did you like most? Which one would you choose for yourself? Please write your comments.